what is the one who motivates you, the courage? Because you know your life will be record, right, with this. So what drives you? What is the motivation? Maybe you can explain what you did, because many of the audience didn't know yet.
Well, it may be difficult one to really reply on what exactly drives me, but it comes from back from my youth, when I was sort of in the public school system. I exactly remember the moment, actually, when I was 6 or 7 years old. Before then, I was living in a sort of fantasy world, and everything was fine. I had my own reality, and I was playing around and enjoying everything, actually. And then at a certain stage, I got into a thing with so-called authority at the public school system when I was 6. And then my mother said, so I said, I'm not going back there anymore because I don't like it. It's not right. And then my parents said, no, but you need to go back to school, despite what happened in the school. So that didn't make sense for me. I thought, but this is not right. What is happening here? It doesn't make any sense. Why should I go back? Why do my parents say that I have to go back to the public school system in that environment? And so it was compulsory, and that created in sort of the first senses of sort of confusion and frustration inside of me. And then I reacted out with behavior, of course. So I set the school on fire and the house on fire and all these kinds of things. Very young, I became a sort of pyromanic. But it was all the consequence of this moment where I felt this is not right. And I had to go back in the school system. So I became a problem child, which I identified with, because I thought I am the problem. And I'm failing, so I had difficulties to go to the school system and all that stuff. So, but then later on, I realized there's actually nothing wrong with me, and I came to sort of self-realizations, and also what the school system is, and my own youth, and my parents, and all this programming. So, but that was not too late. It's never too late, but it was very after a long period of severe kind of problems. So you could say that what drives me is sort of anger still. It's not anger, but it's sort of, thrive for justice, or for what's right and what's not wrong. It's a sort of natural kind of law, kind of natural principles, which drives me. And clearly things are, from that perspective, are very wrong. So it's not maybe the right word, anger, what drives me, but justice. Maybe it's justice and right and wrong. Simply objective right and wrong issues, which are being at stake at certain times, and especially when they're suffering as a consequences of these so-called principles and authority. This belief in authority, which became a big issue, or not an issue, but it's still there. But I think that's what drives me, what gave me the energy, or for just doing the right thing despite the fear and the insecurity and all the other turmoil in the system, to just do that which is right, and not doing these concessions